So here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight, because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. Still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess DC with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go forever.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts and you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephen Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight. One of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson the Spider Silva, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei, Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
So here he is, the Muay Thai stylist, ex-gym product, Anderson Silva. We'll see how he approaches the early going here tonight. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC appearances have ended in round 1 or round 2. We'll see how Silva approaches this challenge here early. Just out of range with that strike. All right, early round 1 action here, and somewhat surprising to see the boxer not check these leg kicks, right? He felt like it would be a factor in the fight, and the kickboxer is absolutely having his way early.
It's always one thing to say what you're going to do, but to implement those things, to be able to do it against that guy is very difficult. And to this point, he has not been able to pick up on the leg kick.
Silva getting tattooed by that stiff jab.
It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two. Oh, that right hand barely missed this. Boom, right hand down the middle.
Powerful land there by Anderson Silva. Age is just a number. Remarkably, the former UFC middleweight champion still getting it done here against the best 185-pounders in the world. All right, so a big early land by the boxer. He put a lot of steam on that one. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
That shot is blocked by Silva.
Solid punch from the clinch here.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Oh, gotta keep pressing here.
Work. Come on.
Oh, nice straight left.
It won't take many of those. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Flipped him with the jab. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Silva. 2 minutes to go in round one. Well, at least to this point, this performance from Anderson Silva has been a sight to behold. All the crowd is oohing and eyeing with his every motion.
It's vintage, huh? It is the guy that I remember walking into the arena in Philadelphia in 2010 going, wow, or 2000.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Oh, that's big.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Just misses there with the left. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well-timed overhand there by Silva. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Nice job by him defensively there. Well, clearly his leg is hurt, and now you see him starting to limp a little bit, champ.
Yeah, he's starting to limp from the leg damage. He's been beat up, but his opponent told us, he goes, this guy does not check kicks very well. He does not do a good job of recognizing those types of attacks. He's taking full advantage of it. He has to evade, stay at space. Ooh. Nice leg kick.
Big right hand there. Big moments on both sides in round one. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding, but if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC and about the accuracy of land right there. His opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Fast leg kick lands.
Oh my goodness. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
All right, we told you to keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get this victory. Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
That leg kick hurt.
Big knee lands there. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
3 minutes now to go, round two. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Silva gets back up. Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Silva's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Oh, my God, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Huge connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Just out of range with the straight left hook. Under 90 seconds to go. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Spinning back fist. Well, he is at his kickboxing best tonight. Another nice, good series of kicks by him there.
I mean, the kicks are coming in bunches. Normally it's the hands. Tonight he's throwing kick after kick after kick.
He'll engage in a single collar tie. Silva's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. Back to the feet now. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cutmen in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Final seconds here. In the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
Are you all right? Are you good? Okay.
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. This crowd is going sick. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, knee strike right to the body.
You gotta hit his cut. Let's go. You gotta hit his cut.
Silva swelling now around that jaw. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage.
Very good, very good.
They got checked.
Silva gets caught by the inside leg kick.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Danny. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now.
Let's work, guys. Come on.
Kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike in the back.
Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even know them, they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
Silva gets up. He is back on the feet here. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have gotten the right first.
Back to the feet. These guys are leaking all over each other. First leg kick grounds his opponent, moving a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. Oh, nice right hand.
Big left hand there inside. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now.
He's hurt.
Silva's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent. Swing and a miss. Oh! That'll do it!
Oh, my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. The venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop in this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson, the Spider, Silva!
Well, he is still considered by some to be the greatest to ever do it, and Anderson Silva certainly did it tonight. What a performance for the future Hall of Famer.